and welcome everybody. It's your host Cronus99 and we're back with Avowed. And yes, it's been a while since I've played and it's looking gorgeous as usual. Marius and Kai haven't played this game in a while, so I might be a little bit rusty. As you can see, I was pressing that right there. And our guy looks fantastic, as you can see. And we got our fucking Maze of Destruction. And I still have a common one, I don't know why, but what you missed is that what you missed is that I actually found this guy that was corrupted by like the Dream Scourge. He was just chilling out in the corner, and I beat the shit out of him, and I got something from him, and I don't know exactly what I got. Oh, I don't know why we still have that coin. Yeah, we have this. A small dingy amulet with a tag at the back. A dear Voltaire, you're always worth more in sentiment than coin. I think that's what we got. No, we got this. This key was found in Fiordian Dream Thrall. He was a Dream Thrall, actually. That's why I know what them is. Near an abandoned house northeast of Fiora. That's what we got from him, was the Dream Thrall Woodman's key. I don't know where it goes to at all. But, I guess we have more abilities for our, companions. I didn't even know that. Both of them have it now. I don't think that we need this right now. We could do double the area effect for or we can do extra power, which does fire and ire ignites the target. Increases health regeneration. We don't have that yet. I kind of wanted this where he revives himself just in case, so I have something that could revive him. You know, we're gonna do the, oh yeah, we can choose whatever we want. We could double it, we can temporary health proportionate to the number of enemies hit, or gains damage bonus, proportional to, I think we're gonna do Leap of Conviction. That's what I wanted anyway, so it'll increase his damage. Which is cool. Deals stuns to trapped enemies, ooh. After hitting the original target, oh yeah, we can do any of these, so. Binding Roost traps multiple enemies in a small area of effects. Binding Roost deals bleed accumulation to trapped enemies. Ooh. Reduce the cooldown of Heat Seeker. Increases the amount of damage dealt by Heat Seeker to enemies that are below 50% health. After hitting the original enemy, Heart Seeker also hits the next closest enemy. Shot instantly kills most stunned opponents. Increases the amount of damage done by Shadow Step in proportion to the enemy's missing health. Marius vanishes and strikes enemies up to 6 times. I kind of like that. Marius reduces enemies' damage reduction. Marius attacks slow any hit enemies. Marius attacks... Oh, this is a passive. Marius attacks reduce enemy damage. So we can do... Reduces enemy damage reduction and reduces their damage or slow them. But I kind of like this where it hits the next closest enemy, but binding if I could bind 3 people and then they can't do anything, that'd be great. Reducing this the cooldown is really good, but I like hitting the next closest enemy as well. But strikes up to 6 times sounds really good, so we're gonna do that. Because they use their stuff anyway, so if he does Shadow Step, which I've seen him do a lot, he'll hit people 6 times, which is good. That sounds good to me. And then this will do gains damage for Leap of Daring. Alright. I don't know, but it looks better to me. I don't know, but we're supposed to go into here, and that's what I'm gonna do.
That tower's for Fior's Rangers. It's where they stand around and argue about the best route to Shatterscarp.
Alright.
Listen, we'll get to the bottom of this. Not sure how, but we'll get there.
Okay, let's talk to the ranger.
I agree that this is important, Masoni. But if we don't focus on hunting, people will starve.
How is a potential murderer in our ranks not your top priority? You don't think it's real, is that it? You think I'm jumping at shadows?
Excuse me, ranger, may I have a word?
One moment, please, Envoy. We were just finishing.
You've got to be kidding me.
I'm not saying it's impossible, Masoni. Only that more immediate dangers require our attention. We'll talk about it later.
Meanwhile, someone's tearing us apart from the inside.
If you're stretched too thin, maybe we can help.
What interest does Adir have in Fior's affairs? We've survived without your sainted help for this long, and we don't need you now.
The land wasn't trying to kill us before. These are desperate times, Captain. You must see that.
We've suspected a killer among our ranks for several days, but there hasn't been time to investigate.
There hasn't been time? A traitor in your ranks is serious.
I told you I'll do it.
We've had to redouble our hunting to feed Fior, and the bandits and Zarips are running us ragged. Every ranger we lose brings us closer to starvation.
What makes you think that there's a murderer among our rangers? There's really a killer among you, they're likely to take advantage of the chaos. If there's really a killer among you, they're likely to take advantage of the chaos here.
Several of my people are beginning to think that as well, particularly Masoni here. But if that's true, to what end?
My gut's never wrong, Envoy.
I used to think that. Then I ate a bad batch of twig rat stew and had to re-examine everything I thought I knew.
Two of our best, Monato and Verano, have failed to report back.
Monato and Verano.
Neither of them would fall easily to creatures they faced 100 times before.
Monato is the most skilled tracker we have, and Verano is our most accomplished archer.
I've heard of Monato. He hunted the Black Padfoot a few months back. That thing was impossible to track, but he did it.
You really think one of their own would betray them?
The only threat they wouldn't be prepared for would come from someone they trust.
As if that weren't enough, my rangers spotted a stranger near town this morning. They kept to the shadows, wearing some kind of mask.
I'm gonna remain silent.
Tell him about Durso and Casagrada.
All right, Envoy, if you really want to get involved. Two of my rangers have been acting strangely since the others disappeared. Rangers Dorso and Casagrada.
That's a powerful accusation to make. I know you rangers are a tight bunch.
Would they really turn on their own brethren?
Both are good people, but they're connected with my missing men. And they haven't been particularly forthcoming.
We'll speak to Dorso and Casagrada. Should make suspicious. Alright, what makes you suspicious of Dorso and Casagrada?
Casagrada has the makings of a good ranger, but he's green. Headstrong.
And quick to anger.
I've seen the type. Rash and proud.
Perfect. Young, strong, and too stupid to know everyone else knows more than he does. Like a yearling splint wolf.
Right. Lately he's been pushing to patrol alone. Says he works better that way. But he's not ready yet.
Then his partner, the veteran Verano, doesn't
There we
return
go.
with Casagrada from their last foray, and Casagrada has fuck all to say about it?
Intellect's off the charts. Could see why you suspect Casagrada. What could you tell me about Dorso? What can you tell me about Dorso?
Dorso is a veteran.
Dorso.
She came up with Monato and Verano, but she's younger than them, and an uncommonly talented tracker. Monato was her partner. They had a falling out over something to do with your people, Envoy, and shortly after, Monato disappeared.
She's been distant ever since. Doesn't pipe up much in meetings or come out to the bar.
Nursing a grudge is one thing. Turning on your squad mates is another.
You don't turn on your partner without a blessed good reason. They've probably saved each other's lives 1,000 times.
Dorso's also one of the few with the skills to take Monato down, so we can't rule her out.
What happened between Dorso and Monato?
You'd have to ask her.
She doesn't talk about it, not even with the other veterans. I feel like she blames us, but I don't know what for.
We'll speak to Dorso at Casagrada.
I've moved Dorso and Casagrada to posts just outside Fior. I haven't explained why, but Dorso's probably figured it out. Speak with them, and follow any leads they might turn up. I'm still not convinced either of them is a murderer, but...
It's better to be sure.
Thank you for trusting me with this.
You're not the ally we expected to find, but I appreciate it all the same.
Watch yourself in the wilds, Envoy. And Godspeed.
I can't think of much worse than turning on your squad, except having to suspect your own people. We should help them.
Agreed.
Alright. Alright. I haven't played with a GameCube controller in a long time. Yeah, I love the lighting effects in this game. Helia's Talon. Dang, look at that beautifulness. Did we go through there already? I don't think so.
Get the beacon dry. Fresh wood and tinder. You may need it.
I'm not climbing up there. The tower's barely standing.
That tower is a clear view of the mountains, the city, and the sea. You'll defend it with your life.
He's eating an apple. Damn, look at that beautiful. Cool. Alright. Did that symbolize anything? No, that's just a waypoint. I didn't even see this guy doing that. What kind of axe is that? I guess that person's inside. Defeat the anger spirits at the South Coast grave site. Locate the grave site in the swamp. Elder offerings. Yeah, we're on the Elder offerings right now, but let's I wish they wouldn't do that. You know, 'cause that's a pain in the ass. Ranger Casagrada and Vernato's partner and was with them when they wanted to. Casagrada at his new post near the docks of Fior. Ranger Dorso, so it's part of Vernado. One of the men is gone. Find her stationed at Fior's front gate. Okay. Well, let's check in here. We can already tell that there's something in here. Whoa. There's gotta be something up there. Sentry order. All tower sentries are vacate their posts at the western watchtower to support the food rationing in Fiora Mess Inverno. Report back to the sentry for further instruction. Fresh water, apple, potato.
Did that tree just move?
Let's keep moving.
Let's keep moving. Bronze Han. What the hell was that? Does that mean that it's just more cash? Found one idiot's backpack. Hey, Prostenago. They left it back at the Bone and Boar last night. The next time you wander home after just one more drink, don't forget your gear. Anyway, I hid it under some scrap wood behind the tower, though not before I swiped that money you owe me. Well, we swiped the rest of his money. We gotta get up there somehow, for sure. Yeah. Oh, my butt puckered up a little bit, just a little bit. I love the lighting effects. Dang, this place is just beautiful. It is at night. It's cool that we don't need to sleep at all. Look at how cool this is. We'll go down there in a minute. Anything on top of this place? Probably not. Maybe. We could jump that. Sentry Journal. Managed to find that corner of those others don't care for. I begged the outgoing sentry officer not to leave me alone with Jasar and his idiot friends, but he just laughed and told me to play nice with the other children. Today, Jasar tried to trigger the trap by the stairs as a joke while I was trying to get by it. I still can't feel my ankles, asshole. The captain should never have sent the extra rum. I'm finally get out of here. Jasar and the others have never been sober in the last 3 days. Captain Beller's pulling us off guard duty. Something about our food rations. The crop must be bad for Vidaro and go that far, but I'd rather just starve than just to hear Jasal sing another rendition of Drink Down Deep. My hand went through it. Well, there's more things up there. How's the barred thing that we saw? Ooh, my butt puckered up again. Alright, we're gonna make this jump! Dang. Nice view. Awaken Audra! Loot missing bronze ore. Fine plate armor. Cool. I guess you don't really have to buy shit Idol of the Violent Rebellion. And this is one of the scan
This is definitely
idols.
part of some bigger thing we shouldn't mess with. So let's go find the rest of it.
Alright, we found our first scan totem piece. We don't have to actually go all the way down there. Totem of Defiance. There are more pieces. Yeah, we could buy that thing, but we're not going to because I don't want to. Holding the idol reminds you of every time someone in a position of power gave you an unjust order or treated you with prejudice. Instead of doing this every time, I should wait until I looted everything and then it'll be easier. What is the transmog? Okay. That looks kind of weird. And look at it, you get a little bit of a dumpling effect. Not better than I think this armor looks good. I don't care. We could keep it whoa, dang. Almond bow. We'll keep everything on us. Now I feel like hopping all the way down. I don't feel like going down, Teddy. You can go and have sex with that tree over there, boy. Don't you tell me to have sex in the tree, Tank? What the fuck's wrong with you? You know, don't you talk back, boy. So should we do Fiores? Consult animacy method. Consult with Ilya. Consult Evie and Remy. Yvette and Remy. Defeat the anger spirits to the south. Okay, I know what bounties are now. Damn. Alright. That's the easiest thing that we can do. Is meet with the ranger. That's how we do it in here in Tank City, boy. Nico.
Stay out of trouble. Or make sure I don't notice it.
Yeah, I pretty much brought that plague bear down by myself.
Did you now?
Captain Masoni said he'd never seen anything like it.
Oh, I bet.
Dorso.
Oh, Envoy! You have to help me. If I have to listen to this twig of a recruit tell his stories for even one more minute, I'll probably die.
Are you Ranger Dorso by any chance?
I am indeed. I'm flattered that you've heard of me. It's great to meet you. Ranger Itiana Dorso at your service.
Itiana. What can you tell me about Ranger Monado's disappearance?
Asierno really stooped to asking for help. How very unlike her. Frankly, I think she's overreacting to a late report. Monato might be our best tracker, but he doesn't put a lot of stock in patrol rotation, rest days, or Asierno's toothless protocols.
Has Monado been acting strangely lately?
Monato's always been acting strangely. Most paranoid man I've ever known. Thinks everyone's out to get him. Me, you, your steel garrote. Gods only know why. But one thing's for sure. You won't find him if he doesn't want to be found.
What's your read on Casagrada?
He's a competent fool. No different from most of our recruits. And this land is cruel. I give him 6 months. Maybe a year.
You see that weird light thing? That's weird. What about Ranger Verano? Do you know where he's gone?
Verano and I are stationed on opposite ends of the valley. I hardly ever see the man except in passing. Casagrada is his partner, supposedly. You want to know more, ask him.
What's your problem with Acerno's protocols?
Ugh, there's too many of them. Check in twice a day, sign the patrol roster, write your reports, keep up with the bulletin board, make sure the recruits are cleaning their gear.
Come on. You can't maintain a fighting force with shoddy equipment and poor discipline.
It's busy work. She says it's meant to protect us, but all of us took this job knowing it was dangerous. We should be out there killing the creatures attacking our farmers, not writing 5-paragraph essays on bandit movements.
You have a point.
Half of these kids can hardly read.
Do you have any thoughts on where we could look next?
The last thing I heard was that Monato was going to scout out the ogre camp.
Oh. You have an ogre living in a cave near the settlements?
It was claimed by an old animancer years ago. He and the ogre are, friends. I have no idea what they got up to in there. Experimenting on Zarebs, probably. I couldn't tell you what's there now. I don't know anyone who could.
Where can I find the cave?
From here, cross the northern bridge and follow the path west. The path will become a cobblestone road and pass through the swamp. You'll find a cave in the hillside. Should pick up Monato's trail around there.
Why haven't you gone there looking for him?
The Animancer struck a deal with Asierno. We're not allowed to go there. Why Monato was headed there is beyond me. But if you want to track down Monato, that would be the first place to look.
That's all I need.
Right. Watch your back out there, Envoy. The Living Lands are a dangerous place.
No need to get her in
Hopefully
trouble.
When we find Monado, we can find some answers.
Envoy, I hope you're...
Everything is going well so far.
I'm glad to hear that. I wish there was more I could do to help.
I should get back to her.
Take care, Envoy.
She's pretty cool. I don't have any problem with her. But not one of them has gone missing. Find her stand. I already did that. Let's get the ogre's cage. And he's down here somewhere, right? He's down here, probably. Trifloak? Folk? Celestifolk? What they're called, dude. Look at these string berries, boy. Alright, Casa Grada is over here.
I am off duty. Bother me no more.
Casa Grada.
You're that envoy, aren't you? It's the face. Gives you away. What can the Fjord Ranger's Rising Star do for you, Your Eminence?
The Eminence, huh? If you're the Rising Star, why are you hanging around the docks?
Oh, this? Yeah, temporary. Asierno's just sorting some things out. But everyone seems dead set on doubting my word. I don't see what the issue is. It's all just a big misunderstanding.
We're looking for a missing ranger. What do you know?
I don't know anything. This is all just a misunderstanding. Wait. You think I'm the killer, don't you? Listen to me. I didn't do anything wrong. Verano going missing isn't my fault.
Tell me what happened to Verano.
Verano should be back at headquarters any minute. He seemed to have things under control when we got separated. We were scouting out the abandoned homestead near Nakotedek when the bandits attacked us. I drew 2 of them away from the fight, and Verano and I got separated. When I doubled back around to check on him, I didn't see anyone. I assumed the fighting was over.
Why do I get the impression you're not telling me everything?
I've told you everything I know. No one else seems to believe me, so believe whatever you want.
Oh, think Verano is still back at the bandit camp?
I had hoped to hear back from him by now. If he's not still there, I don't know where he'd be. Look for a bridge southwest from Fjord, near Nakotedek. Go west across the bridge and you'll come across the camp. There could still be bandits around there. Be careful.
I don't have to be careful.
Hopefully it's not too late for his partner. For both their sakes.
Yeah.
Greetings, Envoy. Found that killer yet?
We spoke to Ranger Dorso.
Good. I like Dorso. She jokes around, but she's gone out of her way to be kind to me.
Not yet, goodbye. Alright, so we know what that is. I don't know how much money we have.
Care to see...
We don't even have enough for that. Oh. Investigated the abandoned homestead. Alright. Should we do that? Elder's Offerings is right there. Search Tamia's cabin. I'm Belena. Kill the Zorups. Investigate the Zorups camp. Investigate the Over's caves way the hell out there. Investigate the abandoned homestead. Oh good lord. Kill the Earth Blights. Might as well go over here since that's what we're doing. I didn't want to do that. Consult with Yvette and Remy. Consult with Elia. We should do those first. I know this is not what you expected from me coming back, but there's stuff that we could do around here. Might as well get it done. Might as well get it done, boy. Run. Run, Forrest, run!
Did you hear that Giata was sent into exile?
Wonder if she needs a new research partner.
Or maybe a test subject?
We could do both. Anything to work with the great Giata Castel.
Cool, they know who she is.
Remy, look what I found. A genuine godlike.
Do you think they can hear us?
Let's find out. Hello, me, Yvette. You friend?
Nah, fucking Neanderthal. You do realize I understand you perfectly.
Remy, take a note. Fluent speech and upright posture show marks of sophistication in the endangered godlike.
I like you too.
We heard that Giada partnered up
How
with an
dare you.
outsider. But I had no idea you were a godlike. Fascinating.
Why you talk to me like I'm some kind of specimen in a jar?
It's just that we've never met a godlike before. This is a big day for us.
Giata must have sent you to be our test subject. She knows how we adore your kind. Satisfy our curiosity and we'll give you everything Giata needs to finish her research. Deal?
That depends on what you want from me. Haven't you told her this already? I don't suppose you'd help me out with the goodness of her. That depends on what you want from me.
We want to know about the godlike, of course. You're the first one we've encountered in the wild.
Let's begin the examination. If you could choose, who or what would you be in your next life?
Next time you go round the wheel, you might not get so lucky.
Lucky? You think I'm lucky? This is what you wanted to know?
Forget what I think. Let's keep the focus on you.
Well, I like to come back as a godlike.
Who wouldn't? My turn. Some would call you blessed. Others would call you cursed. The fact remains, you were touched by the gods. Wouldn't you say that you owe something to the rest of us?
Huh, I owe you nothing. I tell people whenever I can. I wasn't born to be your savior. I owe you nothing.
No need to take offense.
Yeah, I owe you shit. How dare you?
I thought of another. We all know that godlike can't reproduce. How do you plan on leaving a legacy after you're gone?
My man ain't swimming, people. My man ain't swimming. People remember me in the ways I've touched their lives. There are many ways to leave a legacy, and mine are none of your business. These are the worst questions I've ever heard. Godlike can't reproduce? That explains a few things.
Oh, didn't anyone tell you?
No, no one ever mentioned it.
Well, this is awkward. Shame you had to learn it from us. Do you have an answer or not?
Oh dear gosh. There are many ways to leave a legacy, and mine are none of your business.
Well, there's no reason to be rude.
Yeah, there is. You both suck
I think
dick.
that covers
Hate
everything.
you.
Thank you for that brilliant insight, godlike. You're a credit to your dwindling kind.
So, Giada wants to know all about the Dream Scourge, yes? Such has been her research of late. Do you want the good news or the bad news?
Just give me the bad news.
There's no cure for the Dream Scourge, much in the way that there's no cure for an avalanche.
Giada will be interested to learn that the Dream Scourge cannot just be studied in a lab. Its nature is wild, so it has to be studied in the wild. Our machines and experiments would meddle with it
down
too much.
With the voice.
And like anything affecting the soul, it must be connected to essence. Thus, if she wishes to discover more about the Dream Scourge, a Pillar of Adra would be a good place to start.
We already did that. No, I'm not gonna tell him about that. Wonderful, we're done here.
Now that we've researched the mind of a godlike, the next step is anatomy. But we've taken enough of your time. Farewell.
Hurry, before they change their minds.
Ugh, I might have dozed off there for a bit. Were any of those words the ones we needed?
No.
I wish I knew how it felt to be as blessed as you are.
Well, if it isn't my favorite godlike.
It's the only godlike you've ever seen, and I got a big wing. Just shooting blanks. Shooting blanks. Bitches. Talking shit. That was a waste of our time. They said they would give me shit. They didn't give me nothing. They didn't give me a damn thing. Bastards. Run, Forrest, run!
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Envoy, a pleasure as always.
Giada wants your opinion on the Dream Scourge.
Giada Castel wants my professional opinion. What an honor. I have a few theories, but no firm conclusions. I have to ask, is it true? Did Vidaro kick her out of town?
Gossip travels fast in these parts.
Especially when a renowned animancer is shouting at the top of her lungs in the streets of yore. Very well. I'll tell you what I know about the Dream Scourge. But first, I need some help around the farm. I'm up to my ears in chores around here, and the Revenants can only do so much. They can't do complicated tasks, you see. Anyway, I'm afraid
you
the time
scratch
has
my
come to
back,
put down
I'll
for
scratch
season.
yours. Talking about the Revenant in your barn, I dealt with him. Let me guess. Silvo isn't a coward, go. I'm sorry, that's terrible. You want me to draw your thumb across the throat. So sorry, that's terrible.
Thank you. It helps that he's already dead. Silvo is one of my revenants. My oldest, my favorite, and the pride of my flock. Someone needs to put the poor fellow out to pasture. And I just don't have the heart to do it myself.
I already shot his ass.
He's already dead. That's the hard part done right there.
When a revenant goes bad, there's only one option. Final death. And poor Silvo's time has come.
Sounds like you've been through this before.
Whether you're raising cows or corpses, every farmer lives with death.
Any connection with what happened to Beatrice?
Silvo is on a strict diet, but I suppose he could have gotten into the crops when my back was turned. You never know with these rascals.
Where are all these corpses coming from anyway?
Outsiders and travelers down on their luck. You'd be surprised how many people want to sell their bodies to animancy.
Say what you will about mercenary and military life. At least your obligations end at death.
Anyone else see a downside to giving monetary value to corpses?
This is a good forever home for the undead. Better than some crypt, anyway. But sometimes we have bad days.
Would you be interested in buying my future corpse? I'd hate to see what a good day at a corpse farm looks like.
They come to me for breakfast, and I let them wander the fields. Really, it's no different than raising goats. And that should cover everything. You can find Silvo in the barn. He's blocked the door somehow, but the window should be open. Just be gentle with him. He's a good boy.
So, we're killing a revenant then? She just couldn't come out and say that?
And this is why I don't take pets.
Emerald Stair has seen better days. With any luck, the turning of the seasons will favor us.
I dealt with Silvo.
Poor Silvo.
Silvo.
He was a bright, young revenant, but a very old man. Thank you for giving him peace.
We didn't have a lot of fight left in there. Are you going to be alright?
I'll be fine. I've lost so many revenants over the years, and I'm always such a wreck afterward. So, the Dream Scourge. I've been keeping an eye on the readings from my fields. This plague, as we know it, is a recent development. But I believe whatever causes it is older by far. Maybe even as old as the living lands.
I agree.
The exotic plants and animals, the twisted landscape, the Dream Scourge. They have a common ancestor. There's something about the essence in the living lands that's different from anywhere else I've seen.
Share these findings with anyone? Yvette thinks we need an altar pillar to study the Dream Runes. We need to find the source of a difference. Yvette thinks that we need an altar pillar to study the Dream Scourge.
Quite right. A broken clock is right twice a day, after all. Adra is a conduit for essence. So maybe you'll find a connection between the essence and the Dream Scourge. Like the rings of a tree. A very old Adra pillar could remember its last brush with the Dream Scourge. Not to get too superstitious, but in these troubled times, the arrival of a godlike is no coincidence. You are meant to be here. Toward what end, only you can say.
Fascinating. I'm sure Giada will be interested to hear this.
Well, I'm happy to give her some good news for a change. You and Giata are going to shake things up. As for me, I'll be keeping a close eye on my flock.
Oh, and thank you for the nightmare.
Level 10
really haven't been
more.
sleeping entirely too well lately.
I'm remembering why people find this place unsettling.
My farmhands are very affectionate. Feel free to pet them if you like.
I'm petting that shit. Fucking weird.
Come back soon.
It looks like I'm not getting that attribute bonus that does +2 every time, which is fine. That makes it still a little bit better, you know, that I'm not cheesing the game like I told you to. Consult with Monto. Giada recommended consulting with Monto Pastor in the Animancy Workshop due to the west of the Governor's Mansion. That's the last one. Destiny Dream Scourge. I think that might be the main, yeah, that's the main story. Alright, so we got abilities up the butt cheeks, up the butt cheeks, up the butt cheeks. We're doing 1 in Constitution. And we'll do 1 in Perception. Attack speed would be nice, but we're gonna do that. Might can stay the way it is. I thought I'd be putting a lot more into might, to be honest. It's only my 3rd best skill. Intellect and Resolve is the best, but... Oh, it gave us 4 ability points now. For its level 10. Huh, that's crazy. That's kind of cheesy. I don't care though. I'm gonna keep it the way it is. We're gonna do we're upping our critical hit chance. You know what? We're doing our critical hit chances to 20. Fuck that. Unlocks quick switch guns in your active loadout reload. One-handed melee damage. That does include maces. It shows maces right there. Piercing thrusts. Oh yeah, we're gonna do this in essence. 3 times as much. And we got 1 more. Did I say I was gonna do anything else? I don't remember. Devastating criticals. Increases damage of 2-handed weapons by 25%. Fire attacks with axes and great swords deal bleeding accumulation, which I don't need anymore. I was thinking about the shield bash so I could stun opponents, but it doesn't really matter now, does it? I can slowly regenerate 75% of the last amount health lost. Power attacks with maces and 2-handed hammers deal 25% more stun. You know how crazy that will be for my stunning mace? Oh. I kind of like charge. Shield bash is pretty good too. But this is cool too. I could get 75% more percent back on it. I think I'm gonna do this. Yeah. See, I'm not really cheesing too bad. Those are all passes mostly. We could have gotten more stun on our stuff, but whatever. We got everything down. Breaking me down. And I know that's a story episode, and we didn't get much done. We got most of this some side quests talking. I'm sorry. I know that you probably just like, oh my god, I've been waiting, and then you just do this to me. How dare you? And I'm like, ah, don't yell at me so hard, boy. I just don't want you to talk that shit. Oh, we need 2 Audras. Ooh, butt cheeks. We need 1 more. We need more work to get this to 38. We need 2 work for, to get this to 127. I might do that because the lodestone's pretty dope. This be 31 ability cost down. That might be worth it. This would be 40. But I need 3 work for that. They're not playing. And my dad told me, it's like, that sword sucks. I'm like, it doesn't really suck. It's just that high stun blinding daybreak's really good. But I don't need it now that I have lodestone. The next hill is Grimoire is good. But common Grimoire Storms, that would be good. I could just keep this for the Jolting Touch just in case I come across it. Right? Because that's Blizzard. We're not going to use that. The Fine Arquebus is 164, but the Karox Pride is 138. 138 and it's 144. Oh, I can actually... I had Hella, so I could just make this 164. I'm going to do it. Because we got this money, and I want to make sure that this thing's great. Oh, it does change. Oh, and I can make it 205 with 84 stun right now. I'm gonna regret this, aren't I? That would be good, though. The thing is, I can always break this down for all of my Helios talents and stuff if I want. So I'm just gonna do... Oh, you need $3,800 for that? Have I been tripping out? I have been. Oh, snap. So that's what's been taking most of my money. No, I had around 700 before, so that didn't really take any of my money. Oh, it's because this thing needs spirit residue and everything else to be an exceptional item. Okay, I get you. I know what you're putting up and putting down. Yeah, the Fine Arquebus is at 185. And we need more. We need 3,800 to make it to 200. Is that even worth it for that much? I could just buy an exceptional Arquebus for that price. We'll just keep the Fine Arquebus for like long range stuff. Don't yell at me though. I know that we spent a good amount of talents, but we can always get that shit back. We need an Awakened Audra for this to be... That's only 17? I thought that was in 28 or something. That's only a plus 11. I think we're pretty good. We're pretty much good for now. Unless we want this plus 3 for ability cost. You could do this for 40, but I think we're good. Oh, yeah. We do have the Primal Rock to make this pissed off. Power attacks deal moderate stun to nearby enemies. Deal low stun to nearby enemies. Okay, this would make it moderate instead of that. A successful parry slows the attacking enemy and roots them into place for 4 seconds. That'd be kind of cool. I could do moderate stun to nearby enemies. The sexual parry that slows them and roots them into place for 4 seconds. Slows them. I think Earth Rocker. We're doing Earth Rocker. I know it's going to take that much, but we're going to do it. We can't do anything else with it. Earth Rocker sounds cool. Tremor. Just a little tremor, then Earth Rocker. But bam. So everything around is going to get fucked.
These animancers don't agree on much, do they? You'd think arguing is a communal pastime.
Sometimes it does this. What were you saying about animancers arguing?
Only that they seem to love it. If you asked any two of them which way's north, you'd get 3 different answers. It's a wonder Fjord stood this long.
A little friction is how they... The rogue academics running experience in the waters. What did you expect?
Fair enough. I always thought adversity was supposed to bring people together, but they couldn't be more divided. And they're stuck between a crop blight, a skeptical governor, angry farmers, and about as hostile an environment as you can find. And half of them seem more interested in pursuing their personal projects than dealing with the blight.
lack of common purpose, their disorganization is a vulnerability.
Say what you will about Rauatai, but the demands of surviving together on a storm-battered rock are the backbone of our society. I don't think Fjord shares that, or anything like it. Ask away.
Who's Tama, and what are we retrieving from his cabin?
He was my commander and thirdborn, but he was more than that too. A mentor, friend. Tama helped me out when I first came to the Living Lands over a decade ago. I was still figuring myself out.
Was. This is you, having figured yourself out.
Hey, now I know I can't stomach rusk snout milk. As for what we'll find, I don't know any more than you.
You must have a guess.
I'm hoping for a good baking mold, but who knows? All I know is he said it was his most prized possession. And seeing as he was on his deathbed at the time, I wasn't of a mind to ask.
Oh, that's rough.
Hey, we all go back to the wheel, right?
What can you tell me about him?
Where to start? The man couldn't carry a tune, but it didn't stop him from trying. He'd have the whole tavern singing shanties with him nearly every night of the week. He had a vexing habit of saying the thing you most needed to hear when you were least ready to hear it. He'd give you the shirt off his back and the meat off his plate. But the selfish bastard left the rest of us a world without him in it.
I'm sorry, Kai.
Hey, you're not the one who did the leaving. That's why I've got to put this to rest.
I have another question about Elmer's.
I'll tell you what I can. So did...
I think it did.
You're asking me? I'm not much of a gossip. Okay, who do you want to know about?
I want to know what you think of me.
Okay, but only if you let me turn that question around once I've answered you.
Second thought, never
The
mind.
offer stands if you...
How long have you known
Long
Marius?
enough that he's got a good roster of stories about my blunders in the wilds.
There goes a bot.
Which he'll remind us of, constantly. He's got a soft heart under that gruff exterior. He feels things more deeply than he lets on. So, if he burns the stew one evening, maybe don't mention it.
So you two are friends? He sure likes to give you a hard time.
That's just how he shows affection. He's deeply loyal to people once he gets to know them, and he likes companionship more than he lets on. He just has a funny way of showing it. I think he left Galawain's tusks suddenly, and under unfortunate circumstances. He's never spoken directly about it, but that's what I put together, and it explains a lot. Losing home, losing the people who gave you a sense of yourself, it leaves a mark. But don't tell him I told you that. Seriously.
Difficult to get to know him. He doesn't really open up.
Give him time, and don't rush the process. Think of him like a skittish little cub. He just needs to get used to you, but he'll come around once he does. Definitely don't tell him I said that.
Let's talk about something else. That's all. I'll leave you to it.
Check your bedroll for fangworms.
Alright, Marius.
Envoy? Oh, good.
Tell me about Solace.
What is there to know? Isolated keep full of Pargrunan wardens who patrol Galawain's tusks and argue about history. I left there 2 years ago and haven't thought much about it since. I doubt you'll ever have to go there anyway.
I'll get you to open up somehow.
Ha! Not without a sharp blade or a barrel of Wodak, you won't.
That's enough for now. He's not ready to tell me shit.
What do you need? I'd just tell you what I told you last time you asked me that. Nothing has changed.
Alright, well, you know, that's enough. Get some rest for now.
Talking.
At least he said thanks for talking. Alright, well, since we did everything that we had to, I'll do morning. We're at an hour. If you survive this long, I'm sorry. We will fight shit. I just, you know. I just need to find out what we're going to do. All of the shit's way the hell out there, except for one thing. I can't, like, results on that map right here. Okay, that's the Eldra's offerings. I could talk, maybe. What the hell was that? What the hell was that noise? I didn't have gas until it was 30. Whoa!
Here we go.
Hey!
Good one.
How dare you try to invite me? Well, at least you got something. At least you got something. I didn't expect two bears to just be chilling there. And Tank's like, you should always know that there's two bears. Boy, oh yeah, boy. Go and rape that bear in the butt cheeks. Alright, Tank. And the butt cheeks, boy, and the butt cheeks. He's like, oh yeah. In the butt cheeks. Fucking stupid. We've been here before, right? Maybe? No? Yes? No. Amethyst steel chunk. We haven't been here before? I swear we have. Maybe not. Maybe not. That looked like something for me to pick up, but I guess not. Oh, I thought that was something. Anonymous letter. We have warned the governor about the consequences of inaction. The rest is up to him. If it turns out that the change of leadership is necessary, we wouldn't be prudent to consider alternatives. The old man is one candidate. The protege is another. Though I don't think that she aspires to leadership. That may work in her favor. We will monitor the situation. Wish you for the good harvest. Your friends in town. I just noticed that, like, nothing opens up. You can make food with that. They don't tell you that. Unlocking the bathtub. We got Helia's talent ×2. And money. That we need. Okay. Yeah, we haven't been here before. Ain't that some shit, boy? Can we open that? No. At least you guys got to see me kill 2 bears. I think we have been here, but we just been over here. Yeah. We have been here, but we just haven't been here.
Yeah.
Edgy. Now it's went away. We're gonna cut the episode a little bit bigger because all I was gonna do is like run to that thing. Now there's nothing. There's more shit over there. We already been in there. Alright, more money. That's about it for this place. Did we go in there already? We went in there already. Anything in here? Yeah, there is. Mining copper, steel chunks. Oh shit, there's a Spriggan. We're gonna have to fight Spriggan. Alright, I'm gonna cut the episode a little bit longer now.
Can anyone hear me? Who's there? Somebody help!
Is this where we're supposed to go? Find the distress thing? Oh, we went way farther than we're supposed to. We're supposed to go over there. We'll go down there. There's dark people over there. Okay, we're going farther than we should. Yeah, that's sorry, I know. We haven't gone there yet. That's where we're supposed to go. Anyway, you guys can go to the next episode. I'm just gonna stop it where we're supposed to get over there. Alright, well, let me do it. Okay. What the hell is that? The angered spirits to the south. Alright. Well, I'll get you on here. Well, we came, we saw, we did a lot of side quests. You got to see a little bit of combat, and I'm sorry that I didn't get to anything else. But I'm gonna see you another time for some more Avowed action. Peace out.